Welcome to Daily Valhalla 20? Day 20, I think. I just woke up because I have to, get a lot of stuff done today, so I won't have that much time to play in the evening, so this is why I hear like a mess, But let's see what happens on the 28th of December in Jill's life. Again, my rent is due on the 30th. Please make sure your account has the necessary $10,000 or you'll be evicted. Jill wonders if Maneki Nikos actually bring luck. Buy one to prevent her from getting too distracted. You've been chuckling since yesterday. Wiener. Ha! Wow, what a child. And she's still wearing the freaking hoodie from which Dana wore. Okay, so get the Neko. Yeah, they say these bring luck, but its paw is broken, so I wouldn't trust him. Okay. Jill bought what she wanted and she's pleased with herself. She will surely focus at work. There it is. Okay, and let's browse the webs. No, not safe. First space colony plans to develop its own army. Even though space was imagined as the promised land, a place where humanity would start over, it looks like we are about to repeat our mistakes from the past. The first space colony Shin Outer Paradise is currently in talks to develop its own privately owned army, following alleged threats from a notorious terrorist group. We are discussing it right now, but the law is most likely approved. We'll have an army and we'll defend our motherland from any terrorist threat. Alice Rabbit chimed in during a private stream. This terrorist group does not exist. Don't let the Outer Paradise government fool you. The only reason for this law is so they can have more control over the population. Alice Rabbit is in space too? Amazing. No, she's fucking Alma. Well, no, she's not. Well, you know what I mean. Woman marries anime pillow. Nobody's actually surprised. Didn't that already happen? But I guess that time it was a man. I don't know. I remember a time when wacky stuff like this made a lot of headlines. But even though I'm reporting on it, I can't help but think how mundane it's become. I mean, we live in a world where you can just plug into the internet and live there for as long as your wallet can afford related fees. Lots of people get married in these virtual spaces. Thanks to new technologies, the traditional views on human relationships have changed so much that someone marrying a little object feels kind of tame now. If the pillow had some form of intelligence, it might be somewhat different, but it's just a plain, generic anime hug pillow. Get with the times, Grandma. Wanna marry me? Can marry your own son. Okay. Interesting discussion there, Jill. Why? Iki. I just call it Iki. The final remaster leads the video game charts. The newest remaster of 2016's Iki, the postmodern RPG, opened the charts this week with 3.5 million copies shipped on its launch day. Other titles this week include new releases such as Hatsune Miku. Okay. Project E-Master and Sting's Face Remastered. Okay, not Steins Gate. Is it a reference to Steins Gate? Sting's Face? Because Steins Gate has also the semicolon there? I don't know. Full chart including lifetime sales. Final remaster, 3.5 million, 1.5 million. Water Pro Wrestling G and Dang It, Juan Paul. Okay. This is the third final this year. Final what? Oh, the final. Okay. Yeah. It's like with bands, like with age-old bands nowadays, like bands from the 80s who are like, this is the final tour. And then they tour the next year again. with a final tour, and then this is the real final tour, and then they turn next chair. So I'm just gonna take a sip of coffee. Oh well. Let's see what Day20 has to say. That bar called Valhalla about us, apparently. Is it any good? I need a place to unwind after work. Homies are taking over, huh? Everyone is in need, just like me. Anyway, please is cool, but the bartender can be a bit of a dick. How so? Never been there, so I wouldn't know. Is she cute? I can't take it if she's cute. She's cute, but I think she's a bit full of herself. The guy seems a bit more of a bro. I see you already had conversations with her. Did she reject your advances? No, I just heard from a distance. So is that a no? Kind of. I mean, if you're going there just to chat. I just want a place to chill for a bit and meet new people. Can I smoke there? Is there any bar from the BTC where you can smoke? Nope. Bummer. Well, I think I'm going next week then. Sounds good enough for me. So I'm full of myself. You are. At least she's self-reflecting, I guess. At least through 4, so that's something. Okay, let's go to work. Wednesday, December 28th. Good evening. Jill, I'm out to get firecrackers. Firecrackers? It's New Year's, right? We need some. Wouldn't firecrackers scare off the dude? Yeah, good idea, go ahead. Oh wow. Because they would scare away the dogs, and he's like, yeah, that's a good idea actually. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you sure got excited about firecrackers, a whole lot more when dogs are involved. I know how hypocritical it sounds, and I don't care. Ah, Jeremy's here. Greetings. Anyway, let's start. Huh? Time for mixed drinks and change lives. Ah, the guy that wouldn't come back twice. Yeah, shut up. By any chance did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday? Yes. There were lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night, but as far as I understand, those were made by a flying drone or something like that. So it flew by here. I take it you know what made those noises? Let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Alright. The noise got annoying after a while, I must say. So it remained in the vicinity. I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. There's an explosions all night. Interesting. So it didn't get far anyway. Now get me a marsh blast. A marsh blast for the guy that wouldn't come back twice. Sure, let's go with that. 6, 1, 4, and 2, all blended. Here you go. Just give me a sec. So about that, here you go. Well, you didn't mess it up. Sorry if I interject. Yeah, looking for a fight? Most certainly not. You really think you stand a chance? You're like half a size. I can fight dirty. He kills people for a living. I can fight dirty. Okay then. Jill, please, you make it sound like I'm a savage. Oh no, that's the wrong voice. It would be like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there are better ways of saying stuff like that. You're right, sorry. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seemed like you seem to like strong drinks. Well, what about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I never even come to believe I'm the only one here who enjoys them, aside from the owner. May I suggest you try a suplex next time? It might be to your liking. Okay. Let's try the suplex then. Right. Let's give Ingram a suplex. Oh, that sounded weird. Yeah, don't pretend you didn't want to suplex him once in a while already. One again. 4, 3, 3. All on the rocks next. Here. Good stuff. Like a less burning but punchier pile driver. Yeah, it would be nice if it were, but it isn't. Say, your face looks somewhat familiar, mister. Oh, call me Jamie. And you are? I'm Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I needed to look for a specific file at... Did you perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge? I did actually. Figured as much. Only a handful of people do that. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So, why go through the whole thing? Rejection? Need to hide something? The second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you or your activity. I see. How does the expunge work? You lie in a pressure chamber and they give you a special EV solution. And cause nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. For 5 hours you're trapped in a bed full of horrible pressure buildups in their body and nanomachines are forced out. They're like needles all over your body. You feel them in your eyes, in your gums, in your toes, everywhere. And after all that, they need to implant you with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. Ouch. What are you having, Jamie? This is a gut punch. Yeah, should have figured. Hey, give me one of those. Sure. Let's give him a gut punch. Again, that didn't sound right. One and 4 Camotrine, all aged and mixed. Here. Yeah, I love these. It looks different from yours though. I added a couple of extras in this actually. So, where's the antibody unit stuck with you, Jamie? They stuck you with, Jamie. Inside, like all other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in the body outweighs the cons. And the rest of the enhancements, were you reconstructed or have you been adding them over time? Over time, either by getting a much needed enhancement or through fixing injuries. I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram. Please come again. Don't count on it. You said that twice. Shut up. Seemed like a nice guy. Right. I wouldn't call him a bastard, but he's not the nicest in the bunch. Maybe you caught him on a bad day. No, I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough. That guy tires the hell out of me. Someone's in a good mood. Yeah, give me a bad touch, will you? That you'll be in a good mood too. A bad touch for Alma. Don't mind if I do. Sorry. She's so considerate, making Jill laugh as well. Here. Jill, you have such a petty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. So, what put you in a good mood? Oh, yeah, that. Today, my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband, and drunk at that, but also dressed like she got fucked in the back of a parking lot. And to top it off, she forgot to even bring her kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to court. The judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. So she really messed it up, right? When they came back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump onto the highway. So Eva comes and says, "Then make sure it kills you because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple." Oh boy. I shouldn't reinforce that behavior, but I don't know, maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. You hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. We played all the time, we even slept on the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. We stopped playing, she had other things she wanted to do. I could forgive all of that, I mean the age difference and all. But there's something in particular I still can't forgive. It was the day she invited her friends to the house and I went to ask her something. As I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister, and she said she had no little sisters. Ouch. I think there was a moment that finally broke the pedestal I held on. I admired her as much as a kid I could admire someone, you know. Little by little, that admiration wore off until we finally reached the breaking point. I felt betrayed. And you haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years? Hey! It's not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather the Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. She's still as selfish, childish and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult, you see an overgrown horny teen. So aside from destroying any admiration I held for her, she's made sure not to fix that impression. But enough about me. How are you? Everything's fine, aside from this note. A note? Remember how I told you I lashed out at my dead girlfriend, that ex's sister? Yeah. I got this note from her. Let's see. Wow, she must really feel bad about the whole thing. Yeah, as do I. So, what's the problem then? The same fear that drove me away from her in the first place. Right. Give her a Brentini, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Okay. A Brentini, let's go. Again, such a good drink. Can only recommend that one. Only one cup, right? 6, 3, whoa, my 6, 3, 1. I'm sorry, I'm still tired, I guess. Here, that's the thing. Let's start. Boo. Ah, hell no. Why is Anna now showing up? Well, this is the story of a girl who grew disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon it became animosity, and not long after that she distanced herself completely from said sister. With time, the girl would become attached to her eldest sister, looking to her achievements. All I can look at right now are those boobs. Not now. Said sister would even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. And after the girl went into college, said sister would quit her job. The sister was worried sick about leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranking lips? Oh boy. What if I hire your high-ranking lips? Shut up. The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held high. She held her in high esteem for. She was no longer a child, and yet I'm sorry. She was no longer a child, and yet she felt like a part of her had crumbled. This is why I can't be a streamer, even if I wanted to. Hey Joe, can I lift her sweater? Do you want to see? I bet you want to see. Alright, enough. Enough? Shit. Peace out. I mean, I know the girl is you and the sister is your eldest sister. Please get to the point. Right. Well, the point is, if you don't face her, she will be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. That must take courage. Lots of it. Yeah, you're right. My mouth's dry. Can I get a beer? Right. Beer. Man. I am going crazy, aren't I? Maybe a little. Maybe a little. Sorry, Jill. All mixed. Are we gonna see Donovan D. Dawson again? With the big beers? I kinda hope, actually. Here. Thanks. So, tell me, did you and this scabby girl get along? Oh yeah. I never had brothers and sisters, but once Leonora introduced me to her as a sister-in-law, she got so excited about having a new sister that she clung to me a lot. I helped her in her studies, read books with her, played with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister too. I have to leave, but I'll tell you this. As both a big and little sister, if you don't grant that girl the chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh, there's a small use party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure, I'll be there. Remember, I won't forgive you. Yeah. I could take my break. Alright. You're here. You were quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Jamie even said goodbye to you, didn't you hear? No. Anyways, come if anything comes up. So just gonna take a sip. Okay. It sounds safe to keep playing. It's just chilly today. Jill, the kid's looking for you. Oh shit. Hey. Norma? Phew. You're back. Oh, fuck you. You don't know. I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Crap, I said it out loud. Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you. Phew, she thought it was for her. Thank me? Well, for starters, by not complying and giving me alcohol. Everything else would have fallen apart if I had some. Aw, so responsible, Joe. I kinda faced my mom and told her all about the pressure she was putting on me and said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And? Well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. After that, she told me that it would be a waste to spend money in a university just for me not giving it my all. So she told me to still go to the college course, but that I was free to explore. Glad to hear that. And, well, I wanted to thank you for that. Me? If I just rushed head first into my original plan, things would have gotten ugly. And you were right, I would be hurting her for the sake of hurting. So, thank you. Don't worry about it. I'll leave before it's too late outside. Be careful. Aw, so sweet. Shut up. Hey, Jill might helping me here? Sure. Make a bleeding Jane, please. On it. A bleeding Jane for Jill. Also a really good drink, actually. I do have to make like a ranking of the drinks at some point. I hope I still can get that right. Thanks. Hey Joe, do you hate me? Hate is a harsh word. I'm not against you directly, but rather the fact that only I can see you. Like I told you, if they wanted, they could see me. And why can I? You're the main character, don't know. And what are you? A cute girl. Right. You okay, Jill? Making a lot of faces there. Yeah, just remembering stuff. Could you give me a hand here and serve a beer, please? Sure. So now I'm just making beer for Jill with a J, no, with a G, while talking to Anna, apparently. 4. Okay. Thanks. Would you line up if I showed you would you lighten up if I showed you I can interact with the environment? Maybe it will spook me, but let's try. There. Weird, you turned off all the lights. Can't see anything. You sure? Yep. Weird. But oh, only the player can see it, I guess. Maybe? Nobody expects the Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy Inquisition, Dorothy Inquisition, Dorothy Inquisition. Oh, I bit my tongue. Whew. Can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so early in the night. Oh my Dorothy. Oh boy. Ahem. Honey! Ah, hey Dorothy. I'm making a quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream? Sure. A fluffy dream for Dorothy on the go. Of course. Oh, that's good. 3 and 4. All aged and mixed. This will probably be the drink I'll be serving today, actually. I'll be mixing today, if you're interested in that one. Thanks! Oh, yeah, before you leave. What? Are you guys throwing a New Year's party too? Yep. Oh, sure, I'll be in then. Well, I've got things to do, so... Wait, you do? Who does what? Sorry, I sneezed. Weird sneezes. Anyway, I'm out of here now. Oh yeah, Joe. Take care of Becky, please. How does she know Dorothy is called Becky? Man, she was in a rush. Okay, fuck that noise. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. I'll need to get them through more shady means. Oh, she's gonna buy them from the internet. She'll find them and put us all at risk of burning. I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher at hand. Please. Let's see. Not here. Weird. I'd swear the tracks lead here. On hacking pilgrimage. So this is another secret character, apparently. Again, a camera character from 2064 Read Only Memories, if you're interested. Oh, I'm at a bar. Well, that's nice. Can I get you something? Let's have a Brentini. Sure. A Brentini for the mysterious visitor. Good choice, good choice. And 1 Camertine, all aged and mixed. This seems right. And what brought you here? I think it's better if my name remains a mystery for now. The registry says error. Huh. The money's there, but the registry can't display the name properly. Still, what brought you here, mysterious person? I'm following Alice Rabbit's trail. I want to know how deep the hole goes. Trail? The massive lack of White Knight's insider info from the 2 weeks ago made it to global news. Curiosity got the best of me, so I started seeking the trail of the transmission. Do you work for someone, then? No, you could say it's for fun. Alice Rabbit is quite the urban legend, and I wanted to study it. I see. Hey, would you say Alice Rabbit is a person or a group? Excuse me? Well, there's people who say that it might just well be a group instead of just one person. If it can be just a group, it can also be just a symbol. Everyone using the Alice Rabbit moniker could be doing as a way of staying anonymous while projecting clear intent. I doubt it though. And why? Alice Rabbit's actions are too consistent. It can't be a group, and if it's a group, it's most likely coordinated by just one person. Everything seems to fit an agenda. The attacks are too consistent and use similar methods. Really? I guess it can be hard for most people to notice beyond the consistent usage of the same bunny avatar, but the way the attacks are executed is always in the same vein. Not that it makes it easier to track actually. Its tracks only get dimmer and dimmer with each attack. And so you came to check on what might be left behind from last hacking job? A pilgrimage of sorts, if you will. Say, would you mind giving me a Zen store? Sure. A Zen store. Again, this drink would not work in this bar, which I find annoying. This is probably one of the last drinks I ever made because it takes so long to make. Which is kinda sad, but oh well. Here. As nasty as I remember. No, let's see about that one. So, what have you found? Can you share? Sure, why not? I'm in a good mood. Well, whoever Alice Rabbit is, or are, they spend a lot of time planting seeds all over the city. Seeds? There's traces of video being streamed from up to 20 different locations. All of them routers of different brands that blew up after the net's transmission. Every one of them using different ISPs, some even using internet providers from outside the city. There's even traces of programs that hacked into devices, giving it the means to access the network for as long as the broadcast lasted. Apparently, Alice Rabbit also accessed devices early to make sure they'd be turned on at the right time. Well, the only thing without the transmission was my old CRT, so yeah. Quite the craftsmanship, let me tell you. I left no trace whatsoever of where anything came from. Even if you look at the metadata in the leaked files left on all the devices after the transmissions ended, there's nothing. Perfect crime then? Not perfect. Compared to other attacks like the first leaks that started riots around here, this one is sloppy. More specifically, the means of destroying evidence wasn't as effective as other occasions. But thanks to the commotion at the bank, any attempts to investigate further were curbed by the madness that followed. I see. Well, I must keep moving. Oh, yeah. Name's Tomcat, by the way. Nice meeting you. The registry cleared up too. Well, I guess that's it for today. You sure you're fine? I am, don't worry. Alright, careful out there. All booze and no firecrackers make Dana a dull girl. I don't know about that one. But anyway, thank you for watching and enjoying my yawning and stuff. I do hope you have a great day today. And again, if you want to check out the Fluffy Doom, you can do that later today. And if you like the gameplay videos as well, feel free to come back tomorrow or check out the playlist. Thanks again for watching and take care.